Surprise, surprise, surprise. 2 days in a row. How about that? As usual, hair is sticking straight up. And I came on because, of course, like everyone else in our circle, we're disappointed about the Virginia and the New Jersey governor's races. So, why? What happened? I mean, he was supposed to win, right? I mean, I know at the last minute it got neck and neck, but I mean, he pretty much Terry McAuliffe, or McAuliffe, whatever his name is, McAuliffe, he's been governor before, and he actually was great for the economy in Virginia. What happened this time? Did people just not vote? Are there actually more Republicans in Virginia than there are Democrats? I don't know. Obviously, Republicans got more votes. So this could either be a harbinger of things to come, or it could be a wake-up call. See what happens when you don't go vote, wake-up call, you know? We can't have this in 2022. So we've got a year, 1 year. And the problem about Republicans winning the governor's mansions is that Republicans are the ones who have a tendency to win the White House. Governors are the ones that advance to the White House, in oftentimes. So we really don't. We really need to win 2022. We need more seats in the House. We need to get rid of those two idiots, especially Boebert and Green. We need to get Matt Gaetz behind bars. We need Val Demings in there instead of Marco Rubio. Isn't Marcus Flower? Is Marcus Flower? Is he the one that's running against? I think he's running against Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's see what happens. But what I want to know is will this wake people up? We need to get out and we need to go door to door. We need to make phone calls. We need to win in 2022. We need to send Democrats to D.C. and keep Democrats in D.C. if we want what we want. I mean, it's just like right now, there's something about the John Lewis Act that the Republicans are going to block. Why? Oh, I know why. It's because, they don't want anybody to win anything that's not Mitch McConnell or Donald Trump's idea. Democrats are reeling from this loss. So anyway, let's do a long-term outlook on this next year as far as what's going to happen in next year, 2022. I know it's way out there, but is this something that will wake the Democrats up so that we can win the House and the Senate and keep the Senate? It would be great if we had some more people in the Senate, at least one more. And there's so many things to read on. There's the filibuster. There's the Queen. There's Matt Gaetz. I've read on him before. He's just disgusting. Right now, what I'm interested in is this going to show people that there's not enough votes without their vote and that we need their votes in every state? Let's look at Lisa Robinson's Animal Totem Tarot for 2022. Overall, in general, how is that going to go? Are the Democrats going to rally? Are we going to have a blue tsunami? 12 months out? Spirit, can you tell us? What does it look like? What does it look like politically? Which way is the wind blowing? Are we going to have a Democrat majority in the House and Senate 2022? Are people going to get out and vote? Are we going to have a blue wave when we defeat the Republicans in November of 2022? Long-term outlook. Which way is the wind blowing now? Well, today everybody's like, we can't let that happen. Long-term outlook. What does it look like for the Dems in D.C. in 2022? Are people going to vote? Are the Dems going to get out the vote? Ace of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Justice. Nine of Wands. The Fool. The Knight of Wands. The Seven of Cups. And the final outcome is the Four of Cups reversed. So, the Ace of Swords reversed is like too much power and tyranny, destruction, poor judgment, dishonesty. And the Wheel of Fortune covers it. So that dishonesty and obstruction and disaster and tyranny, well, karma's going to get it. The basis of the reading is the Queen of Cups. And this basically is dishonesty and immorality. So maybe, the Republicans are so convinced that there was voter fraud that they came out in droves when we knew there was no voter fraud. Maybe now they'll figure out there's no voter fraud and they'll stay home next year. I don't know. In the rearview mirror is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is, bad faith, roguery, loss of home and friendship. So we lost the race. Crowning card is the Justice card. So it looks like balanced. Balanced is what it looks like. Like things will be balanced. Near future is the Nine of Wands reversed. So this is adversary, obstacles, delay. That's their way they do things. Of course, here's the Fool on a new journey. This is the id, okay? This is the subconscious, what you feel inside, collectively what the Democratic Party feels inside, maybe even unaware. They are embarking on a new journey. So, see, this is why I did this reading. Because this represents fresh hope and new beginnings. And, maybe this really is a wake-up call. And people will be moved to act, instead of sticking their head in the sand like an ostrich. The ego, the external forces, is the Knight of Wands. So this is like creativity, being free-spirited, maybe even a little bit lackadaisical. You know, it could be conflict and rivalry also. And the Seven of Cups, this is the hopes and fears, and this is kind of like stagnation because inability. There's too many choices. Inability to make a choice. Too many choices, and inability to make a commitment to something. It's almost like you're overwhelmed by choices. And the final outcome is the Four of Cups reversed. Now this way, it's kind of apathetic. You know, the guy has 3 cups already, and he's happy with that. He really doesn't need a 4th one, but this is reversed. So this is reversed. It's a new outlook. It's a new option, going in a different direction. Maybe, you know, maybe what we need is a new message. Maybe that's what we need. You know, I know I have heard about these people who are having a really hard time distancing themselves from QAnon, and that there are therapists that won't even take them on because they're so wacko, but that people are going through months and months of therapy trying to get away from these people, and they're finding it really hard. But that people are leaving. Thank God. You know, I mean, you would think that those people would vote for Democrats if they know that the QAnon are voting for the other people. I mean, I know it sounds so simplistic when I say it like that, but I mean, you know, if the bad guys are on one side, why would you vote for any of them? I don't get that. Now, I want to talk about the Queen for a minute because I know she's been sick. And the other day, I don't know. I'm not going to say I had a vision, but it was kind of. I was maybe even waking up. I don't know, but I had my eyes closed, and it's like I could see a crown in the light. And it was almost like a dream, and you know, like I was just waking up, and there was a crown in the light. So I don't know what that means, but the Queen, long live the Queen, has been the Queen my whole life. My mother's family, they're English, and my mother's from the Howard family, directly descended from some well-known Howards in England. And I've known about that my whole life. Her family got here in 1635. So her family has been here for years and years and years. And maybe she instilled in me this love of England. I don't know. I don't think she has an incredible love for England like I do. Or for the Queen. I don't know how she feels about the Queen. I love the Queen, you know. And it's not like, oh, I think she's done all these great works, or, you know, it's just that I feel towards her like I would feel towards a grandmother that I didn't know, okay? I mean, that's kind of how I feel about her. And so, of course, I'm concerned about her. Now, I think Charles has a lot of nice qualities, and I've actually been to I've been to Gallup parties and lunches where he was there, and listened to him speak, and you know, I mean, he's done a lot with some of the environmental kind of issues. He's a really good painter. I'd love to have one of his paintings. Boy, I bet they're hard to come by. But I think he's a watercolorist. But I want to read on the Queen. I want to see how she is. Okay, so when I was in England and I listened to Charles speak, we were at Houghton Hall. And if you want to, the reason that I was there, how far am I? Okay, I can tell you the story. The reason that I was at Houghton is because Catherine the Great had amassed this huge art collection. And a lot of it she bought from Sir Henry, I think, Walpole, who was the first Prime Minister of England back in, I don't know, forever ago. So the seventh, let's say, Lord Great Chamberlain is David Cholmondeley. This is his house, the Lord and Lady of Houghton. You might know her as Rose. God, I can't remember her last name. She was great to party with, though. They both were. They were a lot of fun. So anyway, you know, I don't have a problem with Charles, and I don't care who says what. Nobody's going to bypass Charles and make William the king. I'm just saying that ain't going to happen. Okay. The week that I was there at Houghton, and because the whole story about Catherine the Great is that they brought all these paintings and works of art back to Houghton, and it was called, you can look it up, it's called Houghton Revisited. And all the paintings that she bought from Walpole, the first Prime Minister of England, were hung back in their original locations all over the house. And I mean house, as in manor house. Huge, huge. I mean, it was crazy. It was beautiful. So they had, and then they opened it up to they were going to open it up to the public. But the week before that, they had guests come in, and they had, you know, opera singers and big dinners and lunches and tours and all that kind of stuff. And I got to be a part of that. So, but that weekend, Charles came in on his burgundy helicopter. Prince of Wales, I should say. That weekend, the Queen had, I guess you could say, turned over a lot of her responsibilities and jobs to him, almost like in a co-regency situation. Because, you know, they were, at that point, his parents were getting pretty old, and I mean, God, he's in his late 70s. And, you know, so he's taken on more. I mean, he's going to be the king. If he outlives her, he's going to be the king. And, I mean, you know, well, let's read on her. I think it's so funny, these Facebook people, you know, they're like, William's going to be the king. We hate Charles, all this kind of stuff and all. Look, it's not going to happen. I'm just telling you. I know too much English history. I mean, it is not going to happen. It's only happened once when the throne was usurped by Stephen, and that was from Henry I. I mean, it ain't going to happen. They're not going to bypass Charles, ever. Not going to happen. Mark my words. Let's go back to the Queen. Spirit, can you tell us how the Queen is? I just don't think it's going to be long. You know, couples that have lived together for as long as she and Philip did, they follow each other. I had a surrogate family that you know, my best friend's family, the father died 6 months after the mother. And, you know, they'd been together forever. They were wonderful people. But the Queen Mother lived forever, it seems like. So, Spirit, can you tell us about Queen Elizabeth II? Queen Elizabeth. Spirit, can you tell us about Queen Elizabeth? Not to be confused with Queen Elizabeth I. How is Queen Elizabeth? Can you tell us about Queen Elizabeth? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, I screwed up. I'm one card short. Look, it goes like this. That means we have one more card. What is it? The Four of Pentacles. Okay, first of all, though, we've got the World card. Okay. Now, in the major arcana, any journey starts out with the Fool. Any new learning experience or whatever, life, starts out with the Fool. And each experience ends with the World. And the King of Cups crosses her. Or crosses the situation. So this is friendliness and creativity and kindness and generosity, empathy, tolerance. This is, you know, the world is completion, cosmic consciousness. It's travel. It's the end of something. It's transitioning. It's the end of, it's the end. It's the world. That goes like that, I think. Okay, so the King of Cups, this is all these nice, you know, great qualities, supportive leader. And then I think actually that was reversed. I don't remember. I guess I'll find out when I go back and watch this. But the Lovers, well, that's the basis of the reading, and this would be upside down or right side up, no matter what. This is partnership, and if it's right side up, it's choice and attraction and partnerships and making deals and contracts and that kind of thing. And this is divorce or death, interference. Sometimes it can mean making the wrong choice, but oh, look who's here. Mr. Finnegan, Tuxedo Man. Hi, boy. What you doing? What you amscram? So, regardless of whether this was right side up or upside down, it's the Lovers. And it, they were separated. They weren't divorced, but they were, sorry about his tail, his beautiful tail. But they were apart. So this is the basis of the reading. She misses him greatly. And again here, Five of Cups. This is sorrow. This is the Sorrow Cup card. You know, look, the mate has died. But, you know, it's like in the Rider-Waite deck, the guy is standing there in this shroud and he's 3 cups have fallen over, but there's 2 left. There's 2 left, still full. But look at the dead partner. This is deep sorrow. Okay, so let's go back. The crowning card is the 7 of Wands. So she's holding her own right now. It's a competition, but, you know, the skunk has defenses, right? So, self-defense. It's I don't know. She might be fighting it. It might be, defenses. So she maybe, of course, most people are afraid to die. Even if they're ready. My grandmother was always ready. And if I didn't have a kid, I'd be ready. I mean, it's like I'm not afraid. But I don't want my husband to have to bury a second wife, because I know that broke his heart when he had to bury his first wife, and I don't want him to go through that again. So I could wait a little bit. Well, no, I'm just kidding. I want to see my grandchildren, and my daughter's only 18. I'm not ready to go anywhere right now. Okay? So just don't worry about me. Okay, so let's go back to the Queen. Okay, so crowning card is defenses. But she's defensive, but she has protection. So the near future is the Empress reversed. No, it's not. It's the Emperor reversed. So this looks like maybe poor planning or immaturity. I doubt very much. What are you into, buddy boy? Maybe maybe a bondage to oh man, what do you got? You can't have that. A bondage. I mean, you know, it's like being tied, earthbound. You know, like an earthbound spirit. Maybe she's not ready. I don't know. But here's the Sun. This is the id, the interior feelings, internal forces. This is the Sun. And it's a joyous outcome and success. The sun shining on everything. The Ace of Pentacles is it's what other people see, or it's the external forces. It's the Ace of Pentacles, and this is our dung beetle. This is everything: gold, prosperity, wealth, perfect attainment. She's done it all. She's got everything. She has certainly completed a lot of goals, and she's completed her life almost. I mean, obviously not quite, because she's still with us, but she's towards the very end of her life. The King of Cups is in the, hopes and fears position. And the King of Cups reversed represents somebody that's abusive. It's like Donald Trump. It's like an abusive, emotional, somebody that's manipulative. It's, scandal. It's Donald Trump, that kind of person, those kind of feelings. That's everything, dishonesty, scandal. And the final outcome is the Four of Pentacles reversed. So, oh my God, you guys, the Four of Pentacles reversed. Look at this. Look at the squirrel burying his coins. The Four of Pentacles is the guy holding on to everything. Reversed. It's letting go. It can be poverty, or it could be setbacks materially, or loss of possessions, or something like that. But this way, it's holding on to what you have, holding on to your wealth. You can't take it with you. It's letting go. When that day comes, it's not going to be a good day for me. Long live the Queen. God save the Queen. So, okay, you guys, that's all for today. I got to get back on my eBay stuff. I got a new light box. See? It's over there. And I need to start putting my tarot cards on eBay. So stay tuned. If you want to find me on eBay, it's the links down below. It should work. And it's Queens Avenue, USA. So, hey, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.